Hey friends, it's Kathy. You're at SpiceyCatColors, and we are here on a Flip It Friday to show you a completed coloring book. This is one of my all-time favorite books, and I finished it in 2021. It was on my 10 books to finish. I did a lot of these as buddy colors. Check out my Instagram to see those and my friends. I'm not going to mention them because it will take even longer, and I would hate if I forgot. I have started writing down when I do a buddy color on my pages, but I didn't always do that, so there you go. This is the Yippee Kawaii Mandala Magic Volume 1 by Danny Banani of Fun Usual Suspects. It is 30 pages. You get this from her Etsy shop. It is not available on Amazon. I will have a link for direct to her below. And it is a super quality. It is a little more expensive than a lot of the books we get, but I think the quality wise, it is worth it. It's printed on cardstock and it's amazing. So we're going to dive right in. It has a little bit about this. I have some of my own little sticky notes, but we're just going to look at the completed pages. And I'll probably zoom you in. So we're like right on. Woo! Right on the page. So let's see here. So this is the color tester page. All of these represent a full mandala in the book, and I colored each of them the same way I colored them on the page. So it's kind of a snapshot of what is to come. There is a blotter page that I did tear out, although I really only used it when my glitter gel pen was not dry because there was very little marker seep through. So let's just go through these. I'm going to try not to tell you a big old story for all of them because, whoa, you know I can. Didn't want to. There we go. Let's really get you just up close to the pages so you can see. And I'm doing this sideways just because it's easier for flipping for me, and it's a mandala, so even if I had it right way up, it pretty much still look the same. So here we go. Breakfast Bonanza, Dynamite Doodles. It took me a while to come up with my preferred plan. So some of these, this was an all glitter gel pen one, Forecast Fun. Once I was probably close to halfway through, I figured out what I wanted to do, and I would find a color palette to use as inspiration, and then I would use my Tau Tree markers, alcohol markers, and then use corresponding glitter gel pen. And that's how most of these have been completed. Personally, what I did, now I'm not going to show you all of them, but like the color palette I chose, I would print out, and then once I was done, I would tape it on the page ahead. So this is the color palette I chose for this page. I didn't always use this to mark those palettes of the markers I was using, but just kind of to show you the progress as some of these you'll see like she didn't have a plan. And others, because of a color palette, maybe my choices are a little different than you would think. But it's all in fun. And they are so adorable. Some of them are more detailed or have more details than others. This is where Kathy is permanently known as the Crazy Lady because I did this in a scavenger hunt way back in the spring of 2021. And I said this was an otter in a tree. And it is now a joke. Everyone else tells me it's a bear. I don't think it looks like a bear. I think it looks like an otter. Anyway, it's brought a lot of fun and laughter into my life. So whenever I see this page, it will have a very specialness to me. This is another fun one, calling all candy, which so many of these you can just like go to town. You don't need to have a color palette. You could just like go crazy with color and glitter, whatever you would like. Here I did some like watercolor paint, I think. It was a Mod Podge mixed with eyeshadow, actually. Most of them, if they didn't have anything filled in, I didn't do anything. This one was one of the early ones I did, and I absolutely loved it. However, I used my Everblend Arteza skin tone set, which had all these lovely browns. And guess what? They yellowed onto this page, which had already been completed. I tried to cover it up with like this metallic paint. I think it made it worse. So that's a feature. Sad to say, but now I know which markers do not ever use because, and it wasn't all the browns, it was just some of them. Like it was this handle and I was this dark brown here. So I now know which ones I test them before I use them in certain books. But so this one got some yellowing. It happens. Here we went to the movies. Crafting. Fast Food Fantasy. This was a tricky one. I don't think I had a palette with me. And yeah, I just kind of rolled with it. It's one of those, a lot of foods you do have a lot of browns. So if you're going to try and do them realistic, it can be a challenge. This one is fun. Obviously, I didn't do traditional. Here's where I switched it up. I'm like, are there blue rabbits and squirrels and purple owls and bats? There are in my world. This was the last page I finished. It is Soy Good Sushi. My llamas, I did this all in highlighters. This I have 2 copies of. I colored it originally. She has it as a free printout. And this so this was the second time I did it. And I just used water-based markers and used kind of a rainbow theme. This I think is one of my favorite pages from the book. I just love my pink barn. This one was a lot of detail. But once you pick a palette and just roll with it, it's kind of like when you do mandalas. You just keep working your way around. Travel. You can see lots of glitter, lots of glitter. This one was another very detailed one, and I used a lot of, it was glitter, and then I have a gel, or not, a glazed gel pen set. I think this one I used the Jelly Roll glaze for all the glass elements. Galaxy. A lot of fun little food ones in here. So cover your harvest foods. Very cute. And I love that there's cat pages, but Danny Banani has a cat, which if you follow her on Instagram, he's like the official box inspector and he cracks me up. I don't know if it's a he or a she, but I love that she has cats. She has a dog too, so we need more dogs in the books. Friendly face space. And this was the last page. And here I did watercolor the background as well. Because I'm like, wow, they're narwhals and they're in the water. And that is the end. Finished. I did it all. The book is complete. Very, very thrilled because now I have volume 2, which I bought as soon as it came out, but I would not allow myself to color in it until I finished volume 1. And now volume 1 is done, so I can do that. So thanks, friends. I recommend these books. If you have not checked out Fun Usual Suspects, just in general, check out her Etsy shop. She has such amazing, I have some of her stickers, I have bookmarks, I have magnets, all of hers. She, her coloring books, she only has 2 coloring books. The primary of the rest of her store is other items, which are also amazing. If you like this style of character, pretty sure you will like everything you see out there. So, okay, friends, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for hanging out with me on Flip It Friday, and I will see you soon, hopefully. And until then, remember, you matter. You make me say yippee yay. I don't know if you're into Kawaii or not, so that's why I left that out. But you add some yippee and some yay into my world. So thank you, and don't ever forget, you do the same for other people. Okay? Love you guys.